back with a new video. Okay, back with a new video. As my granddaddy would say, a video. As my grandmama would say, yes. All right, that sun coming out, y'all. That sun coming out, baby. It's the Shanita frequency. Get into the frequency, baby. Come on in the frequency, baby. Come on in the frequency. Come on in. Come on in the frequency. All right, yeah. Let this destruction come through, baby. Let them burdens go. Let them burdens go, baby. Yeah. People playing them games like you can't see the game. All right, somebody think you can't see the game, baby. But you can see the game. All right, you can see the game, baby. You can see the game. You can see the games being played, baby. All right, yeah, that blueprint being revealed. Okay, the blueprint is being revealed. The blueprint is being revealed. The blueprint is being revealed, baby. Okay, the blueprint is being revealed. Let's get into it. Look at that moon. That moon stay jumping out, baby. That moon stay jumping out, baby. Okay, that moon stay jumping out. That moon stay jumping out, baby. Telling on the people. Telling on the people. Telling on the people. Man, the wind chimes. Man, the wind chimes coming to tell you. Coming to notify you, baby, that the people ain't no good. Okay, the blueprint has been revealed, baby. You got to sage these people, baby. I'm telling you. Yeah, comfortable in my skin. You understand? Comfortable in my skin. Somebody wants you to be uncomfortable, baby. All right, somebody wants you to be uncomfortable, but baby, let me tell you something. I'm the empress. I ain't never gonna be uncomfortable. All right, I ain't never gonna be uncomfortable in this skin because I know that this skin is just a vessel, baby. All right, somebody is trying to call somebody. Look, you won't break my soul. Look at that. Look at the Beyonce lyrics coming through. Look at that. Okay, I love Renaissance, baby. Let me tell you something. That Renaissance album changed my vibration. Shout out to Beyonce. Changed my vibration. Changed my mind. Changed my mindset. Okay. Break My Soul is the best song. Okay. On the daggone album. Okay. I used to chant that thing. You can't break my soul. And I'm selling every. Man, let me tell you something. The people didn't appreciate the Renaissance album, baby. All right, the people did not appreciate the Renaissance album. The Renaissance album was liberation, baby. But the people just didn't get it. All right? The people just didn't get it. Okay? Let's get into it. Somebody don't want you to be comfortable. Okay? Somebody want to break your soul for some of you guys and don't want you to be comfortable. All right, so the same thing they don't want for you is the same thing that is going to be created in their reality. But there's somebody who wants you to feel uncomfortable about your appearance, okay? About the way that you carry yourself, about the things that you've been through, about the way that you wear your clothes, your hair, okay, put on your makeup. Somebody just don't want you to be comfortable in your skin. All right, somebody do not like that you are comfortable in your skin, cozy with who you is. Okay, but these people don't realize, baby, that this skin does not determine who you are. Okay, that appearance is an illusion anyway. Okay, all that matters is your soul. All that matters is that soul, baby. And keeping that thing intact. Somebody wants to break your soul by making you feel uncomfortable in your skin. All right, there is somebody who loves to make you feel, for some of you guys, uncomfortable in the very vessel that you are in. Somebody is determining who you are by your appearance, by the way that you carry your skin, by the things that you put on your skin, by the things that you attach to your skin. All right? Somehow people think that what you attach to your vessel, what you attach to your skin, dictates who you are. These are surface minded people. See, they can't break your soul, okay? They can't break your soul because your soul understands that this is just an experience. You had many forms, okay? You have had many forms, many bodies, okay? Many vessels. Yeah, some of you guys have been plants and trees and animals and listen, I'm even getting worms and this skin ain't nothing, baby. Comfortable in it. Comfortable in it. Okay? The blueprint has been revealed. Okay? For some of you guys, the blueprint that these people are using to come up against you has been revealed. And for some of you guys, the blueprint, the very blueprint that you need to move forward is being revealed. Okay, somebody done messed up and showed you their hand. Okay? Somebody done showed you the whole setup. Somebody done showed you the whole setup. All right? We gonna pull out that sage, okay? We need to pull out the sage, clear the energy. Okay, it's time to clear the energy, reset the atmosphere, reset the atoms, reset the frequency, reset the sound waves, baby, the vibrations. It's time to reset the vibrations so that the clarity can come through. All right, so that the stagnation can be cleared. All right, clean your home. Get you some sage incense. That's what I got burning right now. All right. Sage incense. Clear the air. Clean your house. Get that stagnant energy about your house. Okay, because something is coming through to be revealed that's going to push you forward. Okay, some type of blueprint is being revealed. And we need to clean the atmosphere. We need to clean the air. We need to clean the sound waves. We need to move the particles out the way. Okay, so that this blueprint can come through. Okay, I told y'all how important it is to clean your home, clean the energy, clean the dead skin cells out of your environment. It could be blocking your blessings, it could be blocking your plans that are trying to come through. All right, the air waves and the sound waves are carrying these downloads to you. So make sure that you cleaning your environment. All right, get out in nature. Man, let me tell you something. I was outside spending time with my tree, okay? I talked to her and everything. Okay, the next day I come out, the tree then dropped a whole branch. And I'm talking about this huge branch, okay? Huge branch. Okay, come back in, do my little cards or whatever. And the first card that come out is the tree. Your tree wants an offering. Okay, so I went and I gave my tree an offering. Okay, and she been blooming ever since. All right, maple tree blooming. All right, nature is trying to talk to you guys. All right, through wind chiming. Okay, if you don't have a wind chime, get you a wind chime. All right, get you a wind chime. Nature is talking, okay? And nature is trying to reveal something. So let's get in these tarot cards, baby. All right, we got the sun coming out because you in alignment. Okay, we got the sun coming out. All right, to reveal the success. Okay, to heal you, to push you forward. Okay, them sun rays got information in them. Okay, and if you melanated, you taking all that information in. Okay, because your skin, now that we talking about skin, as melanated people, your skin is information. Okay, your skin is the information. You got to understand how important it is to keep your skin vibrating and high. Okay, and get out in that sun. We are sun people. All right, get out in that sun. You got the natural what is it called? You got the natural um protectant from the sun. And matter of fact, you don't even need protection from the sun. Okay, that's why you can soak it up, right? In your skin. All right, so get out in nature, get you some wind chimes, okay? Get you some wind chimes so that you can be you can take in information. All right, I feel like the wind chime is a source, right? In which you can use in different ways. Okay, it's like that wind, that breeze, right? It comes through to alert you on different things, but you got to build that connection, okay, with nature, with the wind, with the earth, with the animals, okay? Some of y'all done forgot how nature works. Some of y'all done forgot how important being connected to nature is. Okay, you being called to get back in nature, to eat things from the soil, to eat things from the earth. All right, now you can eat that meat. Do what you want to do. All right, if you want to eat the dead bodies, baby, go on and eat them. All right, but nothing beats eating something that the sun has grown from the soil. All right, get you some fruit, get you some watermelon. All right, get you some stuff that's good for you that come from the dirt. All right, that Mother Earth's layers and crust have built up and grown and given life and information to. All right, take in them sweet potatoes and you know what I'm saying. I love me a good old sweet potato, baby, a good old nasty dirty sweet potato. Okay, with a little bit of butter up on that thing, little bit of local honey up on that thing. Let me tell you something. Vibrant, energized. So the sun is coming to give you what you need to be successful. Okay, to rejuvenate you. Okay, and this is why you get enlightenment the more that you get out in nature and in that sun. You get that enlightenment. You start to feel confident. Okay, you start to feel a sense of satisfaction and happiness and prosperity. This is why people love and associate the summertime with fun. Okay, it's because when you think about the summertime and you think about the sun. Okay, you think about being out in the sun, right? Yeah, you think about those picnics and those barbecues, right? You think about how good it feels. You think about getting in the water. That's because the sun is enlightenment and happiness. It's rejuvenating you. Okay, and I do believe in some instances that the sun can, well, it's been proven that the sun gets rid of depression. Okay, it's been proven that vitamin D fights against depression. Okay, so get out in that sun so that you can change that vibration, especially if you feeling down. Okay, you being called to get out in nature, get out in that sun. Okay, and getting out of that sun is gonna get you out of the stress, burden, energy. Okay, it's gonna allow you, it's gonna like clear your mind, it's gonna bring you enlightenment and clarity. That vitamin D is gonna turn your thinker on. All right, is you're gonna have what you need to push forward. Okay, because you got something to do. These people ain't got nothing to do. Their job is to work up against you and give you the energy that they are not using. I don't think y'all hear what I'm saying. Okay, got me an onion pickle too, y'all. Love me a good old nasty onion pickle. If you know, you know. I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. If you having problems with curbing your appetite, get you an onion pickle. Get you a good old onion pickle. All right? It's going to help curb that appetite. Okay? It's going to distract you from eating a lot. Okay? Because it takes time to peel it off and take your time and eat it. All right? Onion pickles are good for you. The onion is already good for you. Okay? And the fact that it's pickle is even better. All right, so get you an onion pickle. Take your time and eat it. If you having a problem with cravings, okay, yeah, but the sun is coming out, baby. The sun is coming out to give you the vitality that you need to get rid of this stress. Okay, getting out in that nature. Whoa, that's blowing today. Hold on now. Don't blow me the hell away. Anyway, okay, the sun is coming out. Now, when you let go of this pressure, okay, once you get out in nature, change your vibration, do something happy in nature. You know, go put your feet in the water. All right, go do something fun, right? Create a good memory for yourself. All right, that you can look back on and remind you how important it is to get out in nature. Okay, memories and the type of memories that you create are important. Okay, so get out in nature, get out in the sun, get your enlightenment, ground. Okay, this enlightenment is going to push you forward to realize that you have been spending too much time, right? Being burdened, that you haven't done this in a while for some of y'all. It's gonna trigger the fact I ain't even been out in the sun like that. I've been missing my nature. I've been missing the connection with nature. I've been missing these little nature walks and these hikes and stuff because I've been busy doing everything else but connecting with the very thing that gives me life, that gives me energy, that gives me enlightenment. Put the burdens down, baby. All right, put them down. Some of y'all, okay, some of y'all gonna face controversy and issues because you decided to put the burdens down and put yourself first. All right? Because you are choosing yourself, because you are putting the stress down, because you are choosing to be responsible. Now you gotta face, for some of y'all, this controversy and this betrayal by the very people who have burdened you. And it's because the whole time they were in opposition anyway. See, the whole get up, the whole setup, and the whole plan of why you were being made to feel comfortable in the presence of these people. The whole reason why they were performing in a way that would keep you around is because they needed you to carry the load. That's why once you put the load down, you got to put the swords up, baby. Once you put the load down, once you put other people behind your purpose, once you put other people behind what you came here to do, you're going to realize that they were enemies performing as friends, performing as relatives, performing as wives, performing as husbands, performing as besties, performing. They were performing. That's why when you stop performing, they become enemies. They get mad. They start to betray you. Some of them get violent. Some of them start telling your business. Some of them start stabbing you in the back because you won't give them no money no more. You done told them no. You ain't taking them to the market no more. You ain't doing all this stuff no more. Doing all that stuff then kept you out of alignment, kept you away from going out in nature, putting your feet in the sun, putting your feet in the grass. They want to put all they stuff on you, and it's crazy because they want to put all this mess up on you when they got bodies to carry the mess themselves. This is their mess. Okay, you ain't no tractor trailer. You ain't no dump truck. But because you got enlightenment about who they were. What do we got here? I can't make this up. Because you see the blueprint. Because you see what they doing. Because the agenda, the plots, and the plan has been exposed for why they want you around. For why they are attached to you. Now you done made an enemy. And it's because they was an enemy the whole freaking time. They were performing. The sun came out to snitch on them. The sun came out to enlighten you of who was around you. Now you clear about it, and because you won't perform the very task, because you won't argue with them no more, because you preserving your energy, now they enemies. Now they want controversy. Now they causing chaos and disagreements, and now they hate you. They just loved you, but now they hate you. See how easy it is? What they say is a thin line between love and hate. Now they hate you. Now they got hostility. They want to sabotage what you're working on. Now you done lost the friendships. Look, now the tower got to come in to get rid of them because now you're enlightened. Now you can see. This is why they perform. They know they got to perform because they know if they don't perform as a friend, they don't perform in a way that blinds you from who they really are, they know that you're gonna kick them up out your energy. So they gotta be fake and phony because they know that the moment that you see them, they know that the moment that you put the burdens down and now you got enough time to figure them out. I don't think y'all hear me. The burdens are the distraction because they don't want you to see them. These people are performing to keep you in a low vibration, to keep you away from what's yours. These people were sent, baby, with titles and fake memories. Half of these just think about it. If you can't let a person go, right, that you know ain't no good for you, because you reflecting on memories, but they was fake the whole time. Wouldn't the memories be fake too? Wouldn't the memories be fake that you reflecting on to stay? You reflecting on fake memories anyway. The memories are fake. The wedding is fake. The tears at the wedding is fake. The people there eating the cake and cutting it with y'all is fake. They fake. They performing. Because the moment that you choose yourself, now everybody mad. Now everybody is mad. They mad. Okay? They mad. They performing, baby. You want to see how quick you see the real person? Tell a mother no. Tell somebody no. How they react to your no is how they feel about you. Tell somebody no, okay, that you done gave money to a couple of times. Tell them no this time and see how they act. Tell them no. What Beyonce said, I said yes, but the first time I said no, it was like I never said yes. And that's how you know what people expect from you. And this is why it's important to be very clear with yourself about where people stand, who they are, what they add to your life, and being quick to cut it off. You got to be quick with it. You ain't got to give no notice. When you cutting somebody off, just fade into the black, baby. So because y'all done got out in nature, you let the downloads from the sun get up on you. I'm telling you. You being called to get out in nature and get this enlightenment. Put your feet in the dirt, baby. Put your feet on that grass. Go out there and get in your natural state. We have been taken out of our natural environment, our natural state. Get back in nature. Take a walk. Okay, connect with your natural state so that you can see. You can be enlightened, and you can realize that there's a difference. There's a difference when I'm out in this nature. I don't feel no stress. Now you're going to start thinking about the things that's stressing you out, right? Because nature doesn't feel like stress. It feels like clarity. It feels like ease, right? So now there's a difference in your vibration, and you're going to notice it. You're going to notice the difference, and it's going to make your mind, okay, come to realization that something is in opposition of this feeling. Because this is how I want to feel, right? This is how I want things to be. So naturally, you're going to start comparing. And naturally, you're going to realize that I've been doing too much. Hold up. I've been carrying the load too much. I don't have no time for myself. I don't have no energy for myself. Okay, I'm carrying too much. Even though I'm married, it doesn't mean that I lose myself. I done lost myself in this person. I done lost myself in this title. I done lost myself in these things. And I haven't been able to enjoy my life. I gotta put something down because my time is going by for everybody else. Put the burdens down. Put yourself first. You get to change your mind at any time that you want to. You get to redefine what relationships look like because you're growing and you're becoming more aware and more enlightened as you go on. It's either people gonna get with the program, no matter how many times that program got to change, baby. We not staying the same. We changing. All right? Because we healing and we moving up. We not staying the same. We not afraid to give up no jobs, man. We not afraid to give up no jobs that keep us stuck. We not afraid of that. All right, now we gonna make good decisions. We gonna build a bridge, but we not gonna stay in places that hold us behind. We gonna figure out how to move towards what we want. Fear is an illusion, baby. We ain't afraid of nothing because we understand that we make the job. We make the opportunities. We are the creators. We are in the driver's seat. It's what I want because I'm creating it. I'm creating it. You got to realize and keep reminding yourself that I run the show. Okay? I run the show. This is my ship. I'm the captain. Stop listening to people who want you to play in the background of your lives. You are not the background music, baby. Okay? You are the main character. You make the decisions. You are creating the life. And if it's keeping you out of alignment, if it's keeping you away from the things that you want, we are not using fear as an excuse to be out of alignment. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because fear is the illusion that keeps you away from what you want. Having fear is like saying, I'm not the narrator. Having fear is giving the power away to something else. And we got big main character energy over here. You understand what I'm saying? We are the job. We are the positions. We are the money. You understand what I'm saying? So put the burdens down. I don't care what it costs. Put the burdens down and understand that everything is always working out for you anyway. It's always working out anyway. If you can think it, you can be it. You can create it. You created the job that you're on right now. You created it. Okay? So you can create the job that you want next. Stop waiting on, listen, y'all gotta stop waiting on the little things that they dangle in your face. Yes, make smart decisions. Yes. Think about your decisions before you make them, okay? I'm not saying jump out and make decisions. What I'm saying is focus on the goal. What's the goal? Okay, is the goal to have more money? How you gonna get there? Is the goal to be happy? Does the job make you happy? Okay, then if the job don't make you happy, then you are allowing an insignificant a piece of money to determine your happiness. That's what you doing. You selling out. Okay, you selling out. Go towards your happiness. All right, and do it responsibly. Do it where it makes sense. Get with yourself and ask yourself how to move towards that happiness. But if happy, let me tell you something. People who make money, people who do what they love, they make money. Ask people who are doing what they love if they make money. It come in easily. It comes in easily because you're vibrating high while you're doing it. You're in alignment with your purpose. It's going to be easy. You're going to wake up every day and feel like it's not a job. You're going to wake up every day and feel like this is what I love to do. The money is going to be there because you're going to do it without even thinking about it. Okay? So it's time to move towards your happiness. Allow these people who are performing as friends, who are in performance mode, to stay attached to you, to burden you. Allow these people to show who they really are so that when this tower come through, okay, when this tower come through, to get rid of all the things. This is why you got to know and it got to be revealed who your real friends and family is. It got to come into existence and reveal itself because the tower got to get rid of it. So they got to show their hands, all right? And don't get mad when you figure out that they showing their hands. Ain't no point in being mad of it. Chalk it up to life, okay? Chalk it up to what it is. Let it be what it is. Don't go back and forth. Don't cry about this mess. All right, this is just energy, okay, that you need to get rid of. All right, let these fake people do what they do. All right, some of them going to kick and scream while they going. Let them kick and scream. We don't give a dag all that matters is when this tower come in, your behind is leaving with the destruction. Okay? You have some of y'all going to liberate yourself, free yourself from this mess, from these relationships, from these people, from these things that don't serve you anymore or your highest good. And it's because you are healing, you are leveling up, and you are growing. You are not the same version of yourself. They have to go. It has to die. The addictions got to go. You know better. You know better. You got to do better because you know better. Let it go. If they meant to come back around, they'll heal and they'll vibrate on the level that you're on. Okay? If it brings you down, it don't match. Let it go. Stop trying to fix people. Let them fix themselves. You can't fix grown people. What K. Michelle said, you can't raise a man, baby. You can't. You can't. People got to become the parents that they didn't have. They got to become the person that raised them. You can't do it. That's why it never works. They got to raise themselves. They got to become the mama that they didn't have. They got to become the daddy that they didn't have. They got to start to embody the things that they didn't get. Because when you try to become the mama, the daddy, and the things that they didn't have, they resent you. They resent you because at the end of the day, their intuition, their inner being knows that it's their job to do it. Stop babying these people. You keeping them away from the lessons that they gotta learn to heal themselves. They need to realize it's them. As long as they can use you as a crutch, you're keeping them away from their guiding system. You are doing an injustice, crippling them. So allow them to go. Allow these people who don't align, allow these people who bring you down energetically, who put all the mess on you. Allow them to go. Some of them gonna get rid of themselves. All right? And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with letting people and things go. All right? Everything is not forever. All right, now some of y'all might decide to get a separation, okay? If you in a merge, or you might feel like you just need to separate. It's nothing wrong with that, okay? It's nothing wrong with separation. Because all separation does, and attachment does, is say, I trust me, and I need you to go over there and trust you. Okay? I trust me, and I feel like I gotta detach, and so you gotta go over there. And there's nothing wrong with that because we are here for self. We are here to experience self. All right, we are here to grow. We are here to learn. We are here to push things forward for our families. Okay, for our friends. Some of y'all ain't even dealing with your families because there's a bunch of disagreement and misalignment, right? But even still, not having that physical contact, right? You moving forward still moves them forward. You got to be able to separate and understand, I don't have to be in your energy to love you. I don't. I can love you from over here. Healthy, striving, and feeling good. Because I got to let you know that if you going to come over here, you going to have to heal. You going to have to be different. You can't bring no mess over here. You can't bring that mess over here. All right? And that builds boundaries and respect. And there's nothing wrong with that because you deserve respect. You deserve peace. And it lets people know that you ain't playing no games about your peace, your life, and what you got to do. So let them go. Some of y'all going to go through a recovery of heartbreak. Wham. All right. Who gives a daggone? See where I'm going with it? Wham, wham. I'm in alignment. I'm in alignment. That's all I care about. I want to be happy. I want to be here in my purpose. I don't care about no heartbreak. Break it, baby. I'm going to put it right back together. So go ahead and break it. Okay, some of y'all going to realize that I actually feel better now that I've allowed my heart to break, because now I get to heal it. Now I get to recover. How amazing and wonderful is that? Knowing that when your heart breaks, it's just going to recover. Okay? It's just going to heal. So let it break, baby, because the recovery process is where it's at. See, the recovery process is going to remind you that all you need is you. That all you ever needed was you. All you ever needed was you. All these things that we go through comes down to reminding ourselves that all that we need is ourselves. Okay, so just keep that at the forefront of your life. All you need is you. Anything else is an attachment. That's it. That you decide whether it stays or goes. You decide that. Okay? There's this energy that's going to come in, or that's trying to come in, that wants you to feel like, oh, the relationship didn't work, so I'm a failure. I'm a failure. There may even be people who come in and say, you're a failure because you don't have anybody around you. It's you. You're the problem. You're the issue. This is why these things are happening. This is why the people have left, because it's you. And that's why you got to know yourself, right? This is why it's important to know yourself, because that is the stupidest thing that I've ever heard. Sometimes it can be everybody else. Sometimes it can be everybody else working up against you. Sometimes you can be surrounded around no good enemy type people in opposition. See, these type of people who think that type of stuff, they the same ones complaining about the people that they around right now, but ain't got the balls to let them go. See, we got the kahunas, all right, to let them go. Because we going to stand on business. We ain't tolerating no daggone mess. All right, so realize that you might feel like a failure. You might feel like, the relationship, man, we going to get over it. How about that? We going to change that frequency, okay? We going to get out in nature. We going to start eating things that make us feel good. We going to start creating good memories. We going to switch it up. We not going to sit. Why would we sit and have a pity party about some people? About some people that breathe and they here having their own experiences that you just don't fit into. Okay, you just do not fit into it. All right, and there's nothing wrong with that. Rock with you. You got to rock with you. We got false allegations, man. We got false allegations. These people are trying to put fault. They're going to try to put these allegations depending on where you are on your timeline, okay? Depending on where you are on your timeline, it may be happening or it may be trying to come through. It depends on where you are. All right, if it resonates, take it. If it don't, let it fly. All right, you might not be that. These messages are timeless, baby. All right, so I'm feeling like there's an energy. Somebody trying to put false allegations on you. It may have been somebody that you had to cut off. All right, I'm getting for somebody. For some of it, it's about money, okay? Or owing money. All right, yeah, it feels like somebody is trying to say you owe them some money or they don't really owe you no money for somebody. Okay, we don't care. Let them keep the money, baby. Let them keep it. As long as they keep it, baby. All right, they got to deal with the karma for not giving it back. So let them keep it, baby. Okay, let them keep the debt. Okay, let them keep the karmic debt because they don't even realize that it's karmic debt now. All right, so let them keep the money that'll keep them in karmic debt. All right, we got buy and reverse. Okay, yeah. It's time to tell these people bye. They putting the false allegations out because you said bye. Ain't that something? Because you put the burdens down now there's false allegations, and now they mad because you said bye-bye. You don't serve me anymore. You don't look, embracing change. They mad that you embracing change. All right, they mad that you embracing this change. All right, they do not like it. They don't want to see it. Okay, they jealous. Some of them stalking y'all. Okay, and this is why you gotta get your head, nails, and feet done and get your best linens on. All right, let them watch ya. All right, let them watch your rise, baby. It's all right. We got warning. Okay, yeah, we got warning. This is a warning, baby. The people are ready to work up against you, and it's because you put the burdens down, baby. All right, they need you. They need you to carry these burdens, baby. Okay, because they not responsible enough to carry their own mess. See where I'm going with it? They need somebody that can be the flunky. They need somebody to be the walking dumpster for all they mess that they don't want to carry. And that be my whole thing. You don't want to carry the mess, but you want to throw the mess on me. It's like you don't even want to carry the mess, but you want to throw the mess on me? You got to be kidding me. You want to put all this mess that you created, and now you want me to be a walking human dumpster as well. Like, if that don't show you how people really feel about you, baby, I don't know what is. Okay? I don't know what is. People who love you and respect you want things to be easier. Let me tell you something. You can ask anybody that know me, baby. Do I dump my mess on them? I'm never going to dump my mess on you. I'm going to try my best to clean it up. I'm going to try my best to clean my own mess up because I know I created it. I created it. Why would I come and dump it on you? That don't make no sense. You're not about to dump your mess on me and then get mad because I don't want it. That I don't want the same things that you don't even want to deal with. You don't even want to deal with it, but you want to put it on me? So you think I'm a dumpster? That's what you think. You think you can play with my time, dump your mess on me, burden me with your mess? But then you turn around and say, oh, I love you. Well, you got a strange way of loving some damn body. I don't want your love if it comes with burdens. I don't want your love if it comes with your mess. I don't want it. I don't want your mess. You gonna carry your mess. Now, I don't mind being there to support you in cleaning up your own mess. All right? I don't mind being a support system while you clean up your mess. But what you're not gonna do is make me responsible for your mess and triangulate me in your problems, in your mess. I'm not doing it. How do you learn your lesson from the things that you create that you don't like if I'm there carrying the garbage, the spillover? And they like to call it Bonnie and Clyde. Well, I ain't Bonnie and Clyde. All right, you gonna carry it yourself. The same way I'm gonna carry my mess. All right, let's get on to it, because the people love, they love to make you feel bad about some mess. I'm telling you. You not my ride or die. You supposed to be my family member. You supposed to be my mama. You weren't there for me to bail me out when I stabbed somebody. You stabbed the person and went to jail. Not me. You did the mess. Why I gotta come and save you from your own mess? No, you gonna carry your own all right, and when I ain't even gonna get on these people who like to be sick. Yes, there are people who love to be the sick victim. Lord have mercy. You know you got Skhyes, and it ain't diabetes. All right, it's Skhyes. You over there with 800, your sugar 800, right? And you're laying up there in the daggone bed, being a victim when you put the tasty cake in your mouth. I can't make it up. And then they get mad when you don't go up there to see them put themselves in the situation to lay up in the hospital bed. I can't make it up. Now you don't love them because you won't keep going up to the hospital to watch them be a victim to their own circumstances. This is the people, man. This is the way that the people be thinking, man. I come from hardcore old people. I'm not going to keep popping up for you when you don't give a daggone about yourself. I'm not doing it. These people getting a lack of money, all right? It's because they was wishing it on you. It's because they was wishing it on you. Just know people get what they deserve, okay? I've gotten the things that I deserve. I can own my all right? I've gotten exactly what I deserve. And I owned it. So people gotta own what their experiences when they don't feel good. They gotta understand they getting what they deserve. You're always getting what you feel you deserve. You can't be mad at nobody about that. You can't be mad at nobody about that. Make sure that your notifications on, like, comment, and subscribe, because ain't nobody giving it to you like this, baby. I say not. They not going to give it to you like this. This is real life, okay? These people want a lack of pentacles and coinage for you. All right? And this is why they broke. You ever wonder why them people always broke? Because they wishing lack on others. All right? They wishing lack on others. They choose not to vibrate high. Okay? They believe that they deserve poverty. Yes, I'ma say it. They believe that they deserve the very poverty that they in. And this is why they don't have it. And they lazy. They don't want to put no energy into nothing that creates the currency. I can't be around it, baby. All right? I can't be around the lack of pentacles. All right? I can't be around it. Some people just don't want nothing for themselves. Yes, you have moments where the money don't flow. I'm not talking about that. We have all had a moment. Right now, they talking about how Jay-Z and Beyonce is selling their cars allegedly and all this stuff. And I see the people excited about it. How you gonna be excited when you still can't even afford the cars they selling? Make it make sense. Everybody have a moment where they gotta downsize. This is why when you get the money, you'll spend it, baby. All right, you just buying experiences. That's all you buying. Spend the money. Buy the experiences that you want to have. It's nothing wrong with that. These be the same people pawning a daggone PlayStation 3 and don't nobody want a PlayStation 3. We on the 506, baby. The pawn shop gonna give you 2 nickels and a dime for it. All right? So stop worrying about rich folk problems, baby. Stop worrying about the rich folks. Shout out to Jay-Z and Beyonce for having a convertible to sell, baby. Shout out to J&B. All right? Watching other people money and what they do with it. That's why you ain't got no money. Because you worried about rich folks' business. You wouldn't even last up there being rich. You would be up there buying diamond draws. All right, and dumb stuff. They knew they was going to have some hard times. They bought things that have value and appreciate value. Dummy. Up there watching people and what they do with that. Listen, lack of pentacles. Okay? Lack of brains and lack of pentacles. Don't understand how it all works, baby. All right, they still behind the times, baby. I'm telling you. All right, let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. These people gonna just look at this. You trying to move forward on your horse. All right, you done put all the stuff down, and now you figure out, dang, I done put all this mess down. Now I got some horsepower, baby. All right, now I got some horsepower because I done put all this mess down. Now I can get on the horse and roll out free without all this baggage and mess that the people done put on me, baby. Because the people are put it on you. I'm going to tell you, if you let the people put it on you, baby, they gonna load it up. Okay? If you let the people stress you out, baby, I'm telling you, they gonna do it every time. They gonna do it every time. All right, so we don't care about no retaliation because I don't want to pick you up for work every day anymore, and you want to give me $3.50 for gas. All right, you want to give me $3.50 there and back for the gas. Okay, and you're mad because I don't want to pick you up. Gas is high. All right, somebody said I ain't picking you up. I can do bad all by myself, baby. All right, here you all trying to move forward, baby, on your horse. Okay, here you are minding your business on your horse, trying to get to the goal, trying to get to the life that you want. Minding your business, drinking your water, washing your behind, okay? Ain't thinking about nobody. Free in the wind, okay? If you got a wig on, you don't care if the wind knock it off, all right? We going forward. And then what they do, they send some petty energy in. Okay, some bad advice in. You already know it. You already know it. You be minding your business. Half of y'all the type of people, I'm introverted. They still be talking about me. How you talking about me and Netflix know more about me than you? Make it make sense. That's how I know it be lies, man. You don't know nothing about me. And what you think you know, who cares? But they they got to send this energy in to try to stop you, right? Because somewhere in their pea brain little minds, all right? Somewhere in their pea brained little minds, they look at you moving forward as a diss to them. I can't make this up. Somewhere in you leveling up, getting the job you want, getting the car you want, getting the man or woman that you want, having kids, all this stuff. Somehow it's you working up against them. So they got to send in lies and negative energy, all right, to oppress you, right? And you can feel this energy. You might be like, why do I feel like this, right? Why do I feel this way? Where is this negative energy coming from? It's them people you didn't let go. They over there wishing things on you, sending negative energy towards you, right? Trying to come in and get persistent. Somebody is persistent about getting back in and getting on a horse that they ain't even helped wash or nothing. People just trying to attach to your forward movement in any way that they can. Bad advice. Somebody trying to come in and start an argument just to get some of your attention in your time. I can't make this up. All right, but we ain't gonna worry about none of that. Blocked. You're blocked. Because guess what, baby? My horse is moving, baby, and you ain't gonna stop it. See, you're not gonna stop me from getting to the finish line. So you can send all this petty energy. It's blocked. It's blocked because I'm not going to change my vibration. See, once you figure out that all they trying to do is change your energy. Because see, it's the energy that got you winning. See, it's the way you perceive yourself that got you winning. Okay? It's the fact that you know you a winner. Okay, it's the fact that you know you winning. It's the fact that you know you anointed. You know you blessed. You know you a child of the Most High. You know that you God. Whatever you believe, okay, whatever the vibration is that's pushing you forward, they need you out of it, okay? And so they gonna bring